All right, good morning, Cypress Village residents. Welcome to Virtual Coffee Chat. My name's Ty Morgan, Executive Director, and we are glad you tuned in today on March 8th. Today's Friday, and it is a lovely Friday so far. Let's keep it going that way. Got a lot of content we're going to share with our residents today. Again, thanks for tuning in, and I hope the content is very productive and worth your time. I'm sure it will. I'll see you soon to wrap it up. Thanks again.
Good morning, Cypress Village. Welcome to another edition of Coffee Chat. I bring to you the schedule. I'm going to start with cleaning floors, the carpets on the higher floors. On Monday, we're going to be doing the 6th floor. We did the 7th last Wednesday, so Monday we're going to do the 6th floor and work our way down. I'm not sure about the other floors, so I don't want to give y'all a heads up just yet. But on Monday, coming Monday, we're going to do the 6th floor. It's going to be done in the evening time, so I would say about 6:37 we'll be getting started. And if you can please remove the stuff from your doors or anything you have out front, it just makes it easier for us to be able to just shoot right through the floor and not have to move your stuff. But if you can't, I understand. We can get around it and we can move it for you. So remember, Monday, 6th floor, carpet cleaning and floor cleaning. We're going from A to D, making sure everything looks good and clean, just like our 1st floor with our awesome new carpet. It is looking amazing. I'm very excited. I love the different patterns everywhere, and I love the fact that it's easier for us to keep up and keep clean for you all. Also, I want to remind everyone that trash rooms, please, no boxes going down the trash chute. You can please break them down, keep them in the trash room. My team will be more than glad to come by and pick up these boxes. When we put these boxes down the trash chute, it clogs it, everything starts getting backed up, and then it goes all the way up to the other floors, creates smells, bring flies, mosquitoes, all that good stuff. So if you can please just keep it down to a minimum and keep these boxes in the trash rooms. Recycling also, as a reminder, please, when you have your recyclables in a plastic bag, take them out of there before you put them in the recycling container. Because what happens is when that gets to the recycling place, they just grab that bag and throw it in the trash. They're not going to open the bag and separate it for you. So please, let's do the right thing and make sure that no plastic bags are in these recycling bins. And we're going to end with the word of the week, because we're talking about floors a lot and doing carpets and shampooing and all that stuff. We're going to do the word floor. The word floor in Spanish is piso, P-I-S-O. Floor in Spanish is piso. Thank you very much. See you all around the village and have a great weekend.
Good morning. This is Deb Goen, your fitness coordinator. And March, it's Nutrition Month. So we have a lot of things on the schedule for you. One of them being our green market. So I know when you think nutrition, you're going to say, oh my gosh, she's going to tell us how to eat. I'm just going to tell you to eat something different. Eat seasonal. Eat local. The Green Market is scheduled for March the 20th in the main lobby. Check out the calendar. Nutrition Month is more than just eating right. It's about mind, body, and spirit. So on our calendar, we have the Active Aging Talk, which says nutrition is your key. Your key might be more spiritual, emotional, intellectual, that just instead of the nutrition component. So come and join us for that. That is on the last Tuesday of the month. And then immediately after, we'll have Mindful Moments meditation. Last month, we had about 20 people come to our meditation. Part of it is breathing. You don't have to figure out how to meditate. You simply show up. It's a guided meditation. If you need a little sense of calm in your life, come check it out. And then we have an endurance and balance clinic. There is a sign-up required for that, so see Becky or Julia and sign up. I think we're only taking 12 folks. We really want to focus on breaking down what it means to have good balance, how you can do that, how you can have a sense of stamina and endurance. So please, please check that out. And finally, I'm most excited about the Fun Fit Adventures. Yesterday, we went zip lining over the crocodile crossing at the St. Augustine Alligator Farm. It was awesome. And this month, we'll be going to Top Golf. I've never been there. I'm not a great golfer, but I love golf. And so if you're interested in that, please check your monthly calendar. I'm still available for fitness assessments. I'm still available on Mondays to meet you in the fitness center if you have questions. And I'm still available by phone or email. Just get my number from the concierge. Thank you.
Hey, my name is Kavaris. I am the staffing coordinator and central supply coordinator here. May 13th will make exactly 5 years. The scholarship fund assists me heavily because I needed the finances. I feel like that is one of the biggest avenues stopping people from going back to school to pursue their long-term goals. About the scholarship fund, I would like people to know that they're just helping us better ourselves, further educate ourselves. I just want to thank everyone who's donating to our cause and helping us further our education. We really do love and appreciate it.
Good morning, villagers. Ashley Miller here, your Director of Resident Services. I hope you all have had a wonderful week this week. A few updates from your Wellness Center. Breakfast and BPs will be back next Friday on March 15th. We'll have Cindy from IHS doing blood pressures, and breakfast will be sponsored by Cypress Village Dental. Please come and see us in the Wellness Center from 10:30 to 12. Life Transitions will be on Tuesday with Dr. Connie Williams and B3 at 2 p.m. Auditory training will be in the Wellness Center on Tuesday. Please call 501-2288 to make an appointment. Caregiver Support Group will also be on Tuesday at 2 p.m. in the Assisted Living 7th Floor Activities Room. As we navigate through our month of nutrition, we are excited to welcome back Dr. William Nields to the village and his ARNP, Susie Spell. They'll be discussing the exciting topic of nutrition and brain health. We had an amazing turnout last year with Dr. Nields' first discussion on functional medicine, and we're thrilled to have him and his team back to continue to educate us. This will be on March 12th, Tuesday, in the OMR at 2:30, and snacks and refreshments will be provided. Guardian Pharmacy will be back in the Wellness Center on Wednesday, March 13th from 9 until 12 p.m. The medication cycle pickup will be for Tower A and the houses. And a daily dose of wellness. Nutrition is not just about fueling and feeding your body. It's also about feeding your soul. Here are 7 ways to feed your soul. Immerse yourself in music that you love. Let yourself move to the music. Clean and declutter your space. If you need any assistance in organizing your apartment or your home, please call IHS and we can help you with all of your organization and declutter needs. Make a daily 10-minute date with yourself. For example, meditate or do some breath work as soon as you wake up in the morning. Sprinkle that with some gratitude and you are sure to have a wonderful day ahead. Serve somebody. Lunch in the light. Forgive someone. And lastly, smile. I hope you all have a wonderful weekend and I'll see you around the village.
Good morning, Cypress Village. This is Scott Marquardt from the security office, here to update you on a few things. The parking stickers have gone out. It was a wild success from my end. I'm hoping that you're liking it as much as I am. Just some small questions were with regard to the colors. All the colors are based on where you live. So if you live in the A tower, you have an orange sticker for the orange lot. If you have live in the D tower, you have a blue sticker for the second floor of the garage. And then if you live in the B or C tower, you have a lime green. And if you live at a home, it is dark green. So now we know who is who and where you guys should be parking. It makes it easier for security as well as just for the locations of where you can be parked. Also, signage has gone in for the D tower on the second floor. So please be mindful that those spaces are now specified specifically for the D tower residents. There are 12 spaces as of right now, and we will be checking those occasionally as well as security. If you have not already registered your vehicle, please do so. It will make our lives and hopefully your lives easier once you have that stuff taken care of. We prefer you do it on the app, but you can also come visit us at the security office, and we will. You can stop by and grab your sticker once you've completed that process, and maybe we'll even be nice and we'll put it in your mailbox. Please be courteous drivers. I've had several complaints lately of speeders, and this is across all people groups at Cypress. We have staff, we have residents, we have contractors. Everybody is going a little bit fast, so please be mindful of the stop signs, as well as just mind your speed. We got a lot of pedestrians that are wandering around, so we just make sure we're careful around all of our everybody here. So. And then the last thing is just be mindful of your apartment. Please, obviously if you're not going to be in your apartment, lock the door. Just make sure that things are secure. Security can read all of the logs from each lock. Anytime anybody puts a key into those locks, we can actually read those. But obviously if you leave your door unlocked, it wouldn't matter because they wouldn't use a key to get in. So if you want to keep places, your residents secure, just make sure that you lock it as you're gone. And then obviously everything from a security standpoint, we feel very confident in our processes and everything we have within the security office, and everything that we have as far as locks and access is concerned. We are confident in our systems. Just want you to be aware and just want you to feel safe. So thank you. All right, have a great day. And on a quick personal note, you won't see me for a little while. My wife is expecting, and I will be gone for a little while as we are.
Hello, this is Laurel Mundell, Director of Administrative Services. If you are watching Coffee Chat this morning, congratulations, you figured it out. We are only live on our YouTube channel, and if you're watching in person at Egret Hall. Channel 266 and 267 are unfortunately extinct now. This is an old technology that I knew Comcast hadn't been keeping up with, but what I didn't realize is that when they were performing the upgrade a couple weeks ago, that we weren't ever going to have this come back. So unfortunately, they didn't put any infrastructure in to keep this old technology going. So we had a hard cutoff of that day when they were doing the new install. I'm looking at some alternatives through smart TVs and the app. And a special shout out and thanks to Miss Bev Stoll, who let me into her apartment to play around on her smart TV for a while. And let me tell you, that lady is one smart woman. She's got her smart speakers all set up. She was showing me how to use her TV. So I really appreciate that, Bev. Thank you so much for letting me try that all out. And then I'll know more with installing the app on smart TVs once I get my own into the building. We're going to do some screen replacements around here that'll have the Touchtown app available on the big displays. Speaking of the app, some content to be aware of. We have now added the History of Cypress Village, created by our very own Mike Booten, under the information module. So any of the residents who are interested in reading a little about the history of Cypress Village, there's a great comprehensive book there that Mike has spent many, many hours, days, years putting together. Super informative and a very neat read. So please take a look at that under the information module. I've added two more modules, assisted living and one for the healthcare center. a lot of our independent residents who end up graduating to assisted living still have, they have their app and they still have access, obviously, to come down to any of our events in our dining venues, as well as their own. So out of convenience for them, I've put some their own tile there for some just general activities, announcements, and whatnot. And then likewise with the healthcare center. In the event that you need to go to short-term rehab for a little bit, you can still get on your app, see what kind of activities and some of the policies, why it is that you have to stay in the healthcare center rather than going to Loon's Nest for your meal. All of those things are found there. And there's a new Cypress Village log module. So it's called the Cypress Log, located in alphabetical order. You can see the last 2 issues, one from the December, January, and then February, March, the current editions. So thank you to Linda Doherty for working with me to get that set up as well. Just as a note for the healthcare center, I wanted to mention that any residents at Cypress Village, unless you have admitted into the healthcare center, technically you are not permitted to come into the healthcare center except unless you sign in as the visitor. So when you go to the healthcare center and you check in either with security or concierge, you do have to use that AccuShield kiosk. But it's very easy for residents. You just sign in, select that you're a resident, and then your name should auto-populate. But please do that because in terms of our healthcare center, the way that it's regulated, unless you are admitted there, you are technically not a resident of the healthcare center. We just need that to stay consistent with all of our other practices in terms of visitation. So please do that. And another kind of healthcare-ish type tip, I just wanted to clarify, all of our security guards are now trained with CPR first aid, and they've performed their lift assist training. And I just want to clarify, when it comes to a one-handed lift assist, that is all that security is capable of providing. So the idea is to prevent the calls to Engine 59 if all that's needed from the resident is just a little bit of support. Somebody to hold on to their waistband or their gait belt, and then somebody else to grab their hand and help them up. That's the idea. In the event somebody is to fall and hit their head, either they fall back or they fall flat on their face, that is considered now a fall with a head injury. So security is still not permitted to move or touch that resident until emergency personnel arrive. So I just want to clarify that in case you witness an incident where a resident falls either forward or backward hitting their head. Security is completely in the right to stand there or sit there and wait with the resident while the EMTs respond. Heaven forbid security goes to move them any which way and causes further injury. So that's the idea of that protocol, and I just wanted to clarify. Additionally, a misnomer for some people is they assume that if they went out with Engine 59 or another ambulance that they communicate back with Cypress Village. They do not. So unless security was involved in the incident, we do not have a report at Cypress Village of you going out via the ambulance. So please make sure if at any time this is handled privately, either with you or a loved one, please loop in security in some form of fashion. If you're unable to do it, please have your loved one aware that they need to communicate back to Cypress Village. My tech tip this week, for those of you who have any printers or any wireless devices that need internet to function or to send to your computer, keep in mind that if you're setting up a personal printer, make sure that printer's Wi-Fi is connected to your own personal private Wi-Fi. If it connects to a shared account such as CV Guest or CV Resident, every other person who is on that CV Resident or CV Guest might be able to see your printer as an option to print to. We had a situation where a resident kept receiving documents to their printer and they couldn't figure out why. Well, it was because it was on the CV Resident shared network and somebody else was selecting it accidentally. So just a fun tip, and a relevant one at that. And then my last announcement for the week is something really exciting. We have Resident Picture Day coming back on March 28th. So we're going to have our same photographer from last year, Jennifer Grissom, will be back from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. in Egret Hall. I will have signups for time slots starting next week. I'm not quite ready yet. And you can sign up for a time slot there if interested. It's completely free to you to have your photo taken, and that is what I will use for the directory moving forward. The only cost is if you decide you want those pictures printed, then you can work with Jennifer directly on what kinds of prints, how many you'd like, and she can make a nice package for you to maybe send out to your family in your Christmas cards. Who knows? And I lied, I had one more thing. We're going to have our annual Easter egg hunt on Sunday, March 24th between 3 and 5 p.m. So that is primarily for little kids, but we know everyone's a child at heart, so you're more than welcome to come out and see all the littles running around. This is a big employee event that Culture Committee hosts each year. We invite all the employees with little kids to come out. There's bounce houses and Easter egg hunt, some coloring, some snacks, all that good stuff. So if you have any littles in your life, or if you know of any that you want to invite over, please have them come. Just let me know. I'm going to have more information about that as well. We're just getting an RSVP list going for that. And I know Lexi Rebor in the sales and marketing office, she is looking for resident volunteers to stuff 500 eggs. So if you're interested in that, please stop by sales and marketing or shoot her an email or give her a call if that is something that you would be interested in. Again, that's Sunday, March 24th from 3 to 5 at the Boathouse. And yes, croquet and putting, I will make sure they don't mess up your courts, no stakes, and we'll get them out in a timely fashion. I know what you're thinking, Jean Bland. All right, love y'all, and I'll see you around the village.
All right, I'm back, and the first thing I wanted to touch was a little bit of fun, and that really ties into CLS as well as Deb Goings, our new fitness coordinator. I was walking through the hallway yesterday, and I asked a couple residents how things were going, and they said, well, the zip lining over the alligators yesterday was extremely exhilarating. I said, well, tell me more. And apparently Deb had a outing down to the alligator farm, and I want to say 9 or 10 residents. I saw the LCs that gave me a detailed account of the encounter, and it sounded like an absolutely great time. I love to see these different outings that Deb has planned, and brings a little spice and a little bit of variety to the village. So congratulations, Deb, and to all the residents that are participating in that great job. Another reminder, today, right after today's coffee chat, we are going to have to exit by 9:45, let's say. We do have another job fair for 10 a.m. It's from 10 to 2:30. We're expecting another 100 plus applicants, so we're very excited. The goal here is to fill a couple more clinical positions that we have open. The last job fair was primarily clinical targeted. This week we've got maintenance, plan ops, security, dining services, transportation, just about every other department that we have a gap or a hole. We're hoping to hire the right person today. So good luck to us in the job fair. Next item I would like to touch base on, which I'm very excited about, most excited about so far today and this week, is the first floor renovation. The carpet, as you can see, is pretty much close to completed. We've got to finish out the A tower as well as the Loon's Nest and Egret Hall. I don't have the exact specifications on when that is going to take place. I should have it right after this video session, so I apologize. But it is going very well. Mary Mosley, Pam Gordon, and a couple other residents have complimented us on the work that the carpet installers are doing. They're just doing a very good job, very quiet, very clean, and very precise. So very happy with that. I think the carpet is absolutely beautiful. It is a lot of contrast. I do understand that, and that was my biggest concern. But in looking at it down, I think that's probably the biggest pop and positive piece to it that I can see. The only negatives I've heard is that it's a little busy, it's a little dark, bothering some residents with their vision. I hope that alleviates itself over time. We have to have a high pattern, darker carpet just to withstand all the traffic. So again, I hope those that are not happy with it get accustomed to it. It really is beautiful and a huge upgrade to our community. And those that are in favor, I appreciate the commendation. Next is community meeting. We originally were going to cancel it because we had a lot of residents that were going to be out on a cruise, including our Resident Advisory Council President Luis Fontecchio. However, we are going to let the show continue. I believe Jim Jandro is going to chair the meeting, so the community meeting on Tuesday will happen at 10 a.m. in Egret Hall. So again, just a reminder on that. The following Friday, a week from today, we've got our Breakfast, Brews, and News, which is going to be in Egret Hall. We provide our residents with a nice complimentary breakfast, some news around the village, and just some good camaraderie and socialization. So again, next Friday, put that on your calendar. We'd love to see you in Egret Hall for that, and no virtual coffee chat as well. So just a reminder there, and it'll be put out in the weekly update as well. So if you don't catch it here. Also wanted to thank all our residents for their gracious contributions to the scholarship. Paul Cairns and the group that head up that scholarship program, very, very thankful to all of you. It has been a tremendous recruiting tool that we use while we're doing our job fairs as well as our direct recruiting efforts. So a big thank you to all of you. Each week we plan to recognize a scholarship recipient and have them on Coffee Chat. This week you actually got to see Kavaris Harkless. He has been an outstanding employee for at least 5 years. He does whatever and whenever we ask. He's been exemplary, so he is a very good candidate and very well deserved of that scholarship. So good job, Kavaris, and again, thank you to the scholarship committee for that. And last but not least, my favorite part of Coffee Chat, birthday time. All right, today, March 8th, we have two birthday residents. We've got Miss Michelle McConnell and Barbara Borowski. Barbara and Michelle, happy birthday today. Big shout out to you two. Tomorrow, we've got Mr. Charles Meyer, Margaret Penn, Pat Chatfield, and Mr. Richard Look. Happy birthday to you four. On the 10th, we've got Maris Santangelo and James Ziggle, who's a new resident. James, happy birthday to you, as well as Maris. On the 11th, we've got Miss Bess Turk and Charlotte Bray, as well as Carl Schaefer, Carol Basile, Carol, and Christine Baden. Gosh, I can't see even with my glasses. I apologize. On the 12th, we've got two. We've got Miss Patsy J. and Harold Hudson. Happy birthday, Patsy and Harold. And on the 13th, we've got Mr. Leonard Smith and Maureen Campbell. Happy birthday to you both. And I'm going to conclude on the 14th, and we've got three birthday residents. Ray Matson, Jean Latimer, and Emily Mingledorf. Happy birthday to you three. Residents, that's going to conclude another virtual coffee chat. Again, thank you all for tuning in today. Have a great Friday and a great weekend. God bless, and thanks for tuning in. Bye-bye.
So really excited, and we'll see you guys around the village shortly.